Morning, everyone. Happy Friday and welcome to our webinar. The topic of today's webinar is Consolidated Reports, this live currency exchange rates by G-Accon. What will be our agenda today? So first of all, I'm going to tell you about G-Accon, why you use G-Accon, why do you need it, how to improve your day-to-day operations. Then I will show you how to generate consolidated reports, these currency exchange rates. It will be 3 different scenarios. The next topic is to how to automate your consolidated reports refresh. And I'm going to show you how to set up different workflows and why do you need those. Then I will show you a small example of a dashboard which I built in Google Data Studio, and I will show you a couple formulas there, how to set up data sources, how your data should look like in Google Sheets, as well as what you can see that in Data Google Studio. And finally, we're going to have 10-15 minutes where I can answer all your questions. All right, let's start. Consolidated Reports, this live currency exchange rate by G-Accon. This is me. So I'm responsible. My name is Elena. I'm responsible for day-to-day operations, web training, webinars, customer inquiries. So this is me. What we will learn today. So if we go into detail level, this is what I'm going to cover today. How to generate consolidated reports using live currency exchange rate. We will be talking about current exchange rate. How to generate consolidated P&L report using custom rate when you have specific date, how to generate P&L report using custom rates for different time periods. Then I will refresh your knowledge how to set up automation. I know majority of you knows how to use it because 90% of you are existing customers who is using product, and who doesn't know, this will be a nice refresher. And the finally live dashboard in Google Data Studio as a part of BI solution. So you can hopefully Q&A part of Zoom application work nice. So during whole presentation, please submit your tickets so we will have some discussion in the end. So what is G-Accon? G-Accon is a connector between cloud accounting platforms such as Xero, QuickBooks, Sage, it's our new application, FreshBooks, and we have 2 parts of Xero application is a Xero Practice Manager and Workflow Max. So it's easy way to automatically transfer your data from this cloud platform and software to the Google Sheets. So this is what we do. G-Accon is a one-stop Google Sheet solution. So why we put this slide? Recently, we started having a lot of customers who come and say, okay, we use one application which specifically do consolidated report. Perfect. This is one application. Another customer, actually based on Michigan, came and said, okay, we use application for uploading journal entries, specifically to QBO. And another application using, another customer used the application specifically to notify customers, send them reports, set up alerts, notification. So what you see in our application, so all these functions and features available in one application. So that's why we have kind of liberty to call us one-stop Google Sheet solution. So what this gives you? So first of all, you save time of learning different applications. This is for sure, right? Because each and every application is required time to learn processes, settings, and everything. And secondly, payments, right? You either pay for one application versus 5, 10, 7 of them, right? So another point, which is I would like to mention, we have different tiers for different plans, right? Start this business plan up to 5 organization and up to enterprise level, which is unlimited users, unlimited entities. And we believe that each and every of this plan, or each and every users who's using this plan, will have equal opportunity to have all function and features. So basically, if you're handling accounting for grandma's shop somewhere in Chicago, right, you will have the same set of features and functionality like big enterprise accounting companies have. So that's why it's kind of very important, and we try to keep that way moving forward. So my next slide, main features of G-Accon. Majority of you absolutely knows what we can do, but for some of the people, maybe a couple people I have here in this webinar specifically new to the product, so what we offer? We offer two-way synchronization. So data can be downloaded and uploaded back from Google Sheets to the source, to the accounting source. So this upload, majority of the main unique feature, we, especially for QBO, we offer huge upload in bulk. So now you can upload for one shot about 6,000 records. So it's a huge. From Xero perspective, we have a little bit less upload. Download, we have huge variety of standards reports, which is required small modification if you need it, not required, available for you, right? Small modification. You can extract raw data. It's about 40 plus tables in QBO. It's about 25 plus in Xeros. And consolidated reports. So this is what we're going to talk about today. So automatic data refresh, email alerts, it's a very nice function which can be set up through different type of workflows. And I'm going to show how to set up and how to use it. And in the end, we have some kind of statistic, how many templates available for you to generate standard custom reports. This is what we mean under data extract functionality and consolidated reports. So consolidated reports, it's a perfect way to combine data from multiple sources and create insightful overview of your business performance. So I'm not going to teach you accounting or finance. You know that much better than me. So we will dive into the product and I will show you how our product can help you in your day-to-day routine. So key benefits, this presentation will be sending to you. So you will feel free to go through presentation through the PDF slides and review them. And now I'm going to stop presentation and we're not going to waste time. And you should be able to see my spreadsheet, right? And I'm going to show you how to set up templates, what it gives you, small tips and tips and tricks. So we will dive in. So let's rock and roll. Extensions. So moment you install our applications, as usual, this is Google technology, right? Everything under Google, we call it add-ons, and all add-ons are available under extensions. So when you click on extensions, I'm going to show example Google Sheet and QuickBooks as a source. But if you can see for Xero, you probably already try who using our application. This exactly functions already available in G-Accon for Xero. So basically, we try to deliver functions and make it available in all our platforms. But for now, consolidated reports available in Xero and QuickBooks, and for FreshBooks and Sage, it will be coming a little bit later. So I'm logged in in G-Accon for QuickBooks, and you can see you already have this menu. You're familiar with our menu. I'm not going to talk about standard reports, extract raw data. We jump right into consolidated reports. So when you click on consolidated reports, what functions and feature available for you? So first of all, you have all your connected organizations. You can see all of them here. Based on our experience and testing, we verify how functionality works for 20 different organizations, so entities. But if you have more and you want to generate consolidation report and let us know how it works, feel free to do that. So for me, I do have 3 demo company, and I'm going to use 2 of them because Business ABC and G-Accon is again demo company, demo data, and I hope it's not off of my numbers. So I will pick up 2 organizations, G-Accon and Business ABC. My next step will be I select reports. So what is available for you? We provide you ability to generate consolidated reports for P&L, balance sheet, and cash flow. The same 3 reports available for Xero users, okay? And I would say one of the main report, P&L, majority of people use it frequently, very frequently. So I select profit and loss report. So now to refresh your knowledge of G-Accon, it's very important to understand this concept date range, right? So date range can be dynamic in the sense if you automate your system, right? Automate your refresh report and put it on schedule. This dynamic date will be moving, let's say in this scenario, from month to month. So basically, if we run this report this month, we're still in March, you automate the process, we're going to be in April, May, and June, July, so on. We will automatically move this report template. We will move the template based on this newly moved dynamic date range. If this is not your case and you want to nail down your specific date range, and every time when you refresh your data, you want to use that specific dates, then you move a date range to static date range, and then you have ability to do multiple settings here. So first of all, you can select calendar and select specific date, and every time we refresh data, we will keep this date. But what I want to show you, it's a best practice, I want to say. The best practice to set up date range setting tab and then use cell reference approach. And what this gives you? It gives you a reference for all your templates. So if we're talking about 3 different, let's say, consolidated report, it's one case, right? But if you start building all reports, data extract, update processes, and you want to refer to one specific tab, it will save you a ton of time because you don't have to open each and every template and put modification. So how it works? You highlight the cell in your spreadsheet, in your Google Sheet, then you click on the reference tab, and then you pull this formula and set up the template this way. So this is your start date, and I will move my cursor and I explicitly pull this date to my next date range. So I have these 2 parameters, date range from and to. So this is my very individual, I would say custom, right? P&L for 10 days range, and you can select previous periods. In QBO, you can go up to 60 months. So basically, even your currency exchange can refer to this number of periods. But let's assume our first scenario, we want to set up currently only, I will actually move to 2 periods, right? And I want to use only latest rate. And latest rate, I choose, let's say for our example, we will use Canadian dollars, okay? And this is how I set up, use latest rates. And to show later on your automation, I will name this template as a P&L. Let's put case first, number 1, and I execute. So basically, we set up latest currency rate for P&L report for a couple of periods, right? And this is how it looks like. So P&L, this is your range. I set up 2 periods, and this is my very strange date range, right? Just to show you it's possible to do. And this is my company, right? Because different entity might have different accounts, right? And you show everything. So this is first template. All right, so let's move to second template. So second template, I will again start from scratch. I use G-Accon for QuickBooks. I will select Consolidated Reports. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the same 2 companies. Then I'm going to select P&L report. In this case, I will name it as a P&L case number 2. I will place this P&L close to my first one, just to show you that it's possible. Again, I can type it here. I can type number. I can do sales reference, or we do have another feature. You can append this template to the first one, and in this case, your data will start this row number 38. I would say it's not. It doesn't make sense to use it for consolidated report or standard reports, but this is absolutely amazing feature when you when you extract your data, your bills, your invoices, purchase order. So it's nice to concatenate your data in the one spreadsheet, again, if needed, if it's your use case, if it's your requirements. So my second scenario will be, we will choose, let's say we will choose euro. And now I'm going to use custom rates. Again, what it gives you. First of all, for custom rates, you can choose any historical date. So for us internally, from where we pull all this currency rate, for us, it's internal. We have paid server, paid provider who provide currency exchange rate for us for 10 years. So basically, you can be absolutely safe to choose like any date from, I don't know, 2022. And for this specific date, you can generate report, right? So this is one way. Or you can use sales reference. Again, you can say, okay, I want to have this date, let's say January 7, 2022, and you can pull this cell reference to that template, right? It's again sales reference approach here, and receive the conversion for that specific date, right? And again, if you need to change it, what is the beauty of this? You have only one place to change it, right? One place to update it. So I will come back to my to my tab, and then I will say execute. Let me double check, nothing get moved from here. J1 still cell is here, and I execute this report. So now we're having 2 different scenarios, right? One, when we pick up for P&L latest available rates, right? And second scenario, when we set up specific date range, right? And you can see date range, exchange rate for this specific date, right? So this is your another scenario. Let us move to third scenario. Third scenario, these 2 scenarios might be available, and some applications, so it's nothing new here. But the third scenario, which give you a very unique feature that we developed and based on customer requests, because we have a lot of questions like how to do it. So let's dive to third scenario. So again, I will select G-Accon for QuickBooks, then Consolidated Reports. Then I'm going to use the same two companies. In this case, I'm going to select P&L and I'm going to use this month and 12 previous periods. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to create new tab for us, right? Because I want to show you how this whole settings work. And I will name this report P&L. Case number 3. And when I move to multi-currency, let's say I will choose pounds here. And then what I want to show how to use custom rates for period. So this is very nice function, and it will be dynamically changed. As of now, we pick up last day of the months, and this is your periods. If this is not what you want and you want to change it to average by months, you still can do it. So what you have here, you have your table, right? And this is very funny number. This is because this is how I pick up them. But let's assume it starts from like March 10 and end of the month for 12 previous periods. So what you can do here. So first of all, these rates are available for you to modify right away here. So you can do this. This is first approach. Second approach, you can generate tab. We call it exchange rate tab. And that will give you a huge amount of flexibility because we provide all available rates for periods. If you can see, you can do it by periods, right? And you can eventually set up future periods too. And we provide sales reference. Like I said, the sales reference goes through whole application, and it's adding it's ton of flexibility for you, right? So what you can do here, that gives you opportunity to update your rate in the spreadsheet itself, all right? And you can keep it in a tab. You can use it here. So this is options for you. So, and eventually it will be dynamically changing again if it's needed, right? If it's not needed, you will put your fixed value. If you say, okay, our provider has little discrepancy from you internally using for your company, this is opportunity for you to set up amount which you feel should be for that specific period. All right. And my next step will be execution. All right. And this is, you will see now P&L, which has custom, which has rates. It's different periods here. Oops, I shouldn't generate it here. Let me move it to different tab. So I will do I shouldn't generate this here. I'm going to change both settings and I'm going to create new tab. Let me generate it one more time. So I will remove this tab and I'll show you from beginning. It will take a couple of seconds. I'll go to G-Accon for QuickBooks, Consolidated Reports. And I want to generate this report on a new tab. I don't want you to see overlapping. So profit and loss here. This is our dynamic settings. I will create new sheet. I will call it P&L case number 3. And I still want to convert it by custom rates period. I will select the same currency conversion. And now, as you can see, I choose March 31st. I will be generating tab here, okay? And then I want to make sure I create new sheet and I execute it. So now you're going to see nice clean P&L on the separate tab. Okay, this is how it looks. All right. So this is conversion. So especially by periods, it gives you a ton of flexibility. So you can change it within the template itself. Change it means change exchange rate. You can work this exchange rate tabs. You can leave our providers exchange rate for different dates, or you can definitely use yours if you feel this is the right way. So my next step will be, so this is our consolidated report. Again, it's available for multi-currency converter. It's available for G-Accon for QuickBooks and Xero. So my next step, let me see if we don't have questions. Yes, I will try. We will have all these questions in the end of the webinar. So, but we have all of them. I can see them. So now what I'm going to show you is automation. So pretty much we use automation concept of workflows. And please, if you do see deprecated, please don't use it. We still keep this old function for our old customers, but new logic, new algorithm exists within workflows. So please use it. So create workflow. What is the concept behind workflows? Definitely majority of you already knows how it works. Workflows concept is allowing you to group your processes and set up refresh or refresh for download and upload based on your schedule. For example, if you do have transactional reports, detailed transaction report, transaction list details report, age reports, P&L, so that you can combine in one workflow and set them up, run daily. Another workflows can be, all right, you create one spreadsheet for one of your customers, so a couple customers, each and every customer has its own file, and you want to notify them. And notification, you want to send notification on Sundays. Perfect. This is another workflow, notification of your customers on Sunday. Another type of workflow can be you want to set up alerts. Let's say you extract a set of invoices, and you want your customer receive on the invoices as a reminder for 2 days before due dates for these invoices. So this is how you set up alert. This is next workflow. Another workflow can be usually based on technology, right? We refresh the same file. We not like Microsoft, we don't create copies of the file. Sometimes what I can see, a lot of accountants have a snapshot of your data, and we can see that it's a nice practice by in last day of the month, you have the snapshot of your data and you save it in the Google Drive. So this is your ability to create backups. Again, it can be another workflow, right, which is run monthly by last day of the month. So this is whole concept of workflow. So in other case, what we're going to do now, we can do refresh consolidated reports. I will call this work flow that way. I can activate right away. I can put it not active if you're not ready for this yet. And then next step, add templates. So if you remember, all available templates in this specific file will be available for you in this left side of the field. And as soon as I put nice name, I can see them right away. Case 1, case 2, case 3. So basically, I create automation for all 3 consolidated reports, and I want them to run at the same time. So this is nice gear. Don't forget about this. You do have ability to send notification in case of success of error. So here we're talking about notification to your Google account, right? To yourself. Or if you refresh based part of the bigger process and you want to stop your refresh if something goes wrong, you have ability to do it stop on fail. So now we're talking about your workflow. But I would say majority of the customer want to see how refresh happened, how download happened or upload happened, and send email notification in case of error will be sufficient enough. Drawback is you have to set up it for each and every of your template. So I put on this template and P&L for that template. Now scheduler. So scheduler, again, be mindful. QBO, very powerful, have very powerful architecture. You can easily refresh it every 3-4 hours. Again, do you need it, right? In Xero, you have to be careful because Xero have limitations, how many calls you can do per day. So be careful here. If it's not needed, don't refresh it. So in my case, P&L, I feel it's good enough around 2 o'clock, and I don't need to add any email notification for my customer in that specific workflow. I won't do it, but if you do want to do it, you will put your email addresses here, subject, messages, and this is what you can do. So you can send them as a spreadsheet link. It's important. So now be careful here. If it's consolidated data and it's multiple clients who are not supposed to see each other data, so please don't combine them together in one sheet. But this is in your accounting for your practice to do consolidated report by department, entity, and they will be able, they need to see those data, then you can do it. So we also can convert whole file from Google Sheets to Microsoft in case if your client fan of Microsoft, right? And they want to see only Excel, this is options. CSV, I can see this file. I don't think consolidated report part of this, but in mostly for UK people, they have bank feed. They convert this to CSV file and a couple PDFs. So, all right, so we will skip that option and we will do apply and execute. So now I want to show you why, what is the feature in G-Accon, which will be very beneficial for you. I will go to automation and I will run for you. I will force running this automation and refresh for this 3 P&L reports. And I'm going to show you last step, which is most important tab in whole application, especially if you're handling ton of your templates and reports, and one file will have 50, 70, 100 different templates. This is your tab. Don't forget about that. So this is your log file. So what this log file tell you? It's tell you who create template, when it was refreshed, your timestamp, and result. If something goes wrong, you have error, so use it before you go and try to check if data get refreshed. So your first step will be in the morning, come to this log tab and check the status of your refresh processes, right? So, okay, it's refreshed successfully. So now I can go and pretty much look at the data and see like if it's refreshed successfully or not. And then it's available for you to work with your data. All right. So this is automation. Very important. Don't forget it. Automation operating event log. So, and next step, we still have time before we jump into question and answers. You have ability, let me move to one of my tab. This I generate a little bit early because I built BI solution for you. So you have ability, I'm going to open this template, you have ability to use G-Accon, and a lot of customer using our application to build your live dashboard, right? If it's more complicated, definitely you can go to our partner or people who does that. It will be very expensive solution. I mean, not very, it's expensive solution because it can be a lot of dashboards, a lot of processes. But if you need quite simple dashboard to show your customer numbers, so you can do it by yourself very easily. So this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to G-Accon and I'm going to pull my P&L template, and you can see that as a flat file. So basically it's a headers, right? And a bunch of data. From accounting perspective, you will see, okay, this is not traditional view, right? You don't see your revenue, cost of goods sold, operating expenses, net. It's kind of dump of data. But this is the way how any BI softwares accept data. So basically what I'm going to show you, when you select your report, you have this report layout. This is the key. So you move it from traditional to historical, and you have this type of data. And then what happened? You automate your process, you automate your P&L refresh, you have refresh data in on schedule that you select. And what we do, we push you actually you set up data feed to any BI software. So when I'm talking about BI software, I mean data Google Studio, it can be Looker, it can be Tableau, it can be Microsoft Power BI, wherever you're comfortable with. For me, Google Data Studio, we're sharing the same platform, the same technology behind. It's very easy to build that connection. It's very straightforward. So basically, you move your report, you convert it to different layout, historical layout in this case, and then you start building your BI solution. So as soon as I already build it, I'm going to show you how it looks like. I'm still in edit session. So what you see here, you see these columns, which was exactly part of your historical layout. This is your columns, this is your header. So basically you push data by columns and you push everything. So you don't do any formula here, you put completely whole set of data. And when you're done pulling this set of data, then you build your graphs, your charts, your formula. So everything here straightforward, is a lot of predefined, and you can put filtering. For example, for me, I got income expenses for two companies, right? And I don't need, like, I skip here cost of goods sold, but I have your revenue and expenses. And if I click on view, so this is how it's view. It's colorful, it's movable, right? You can see that. You can have like income versus expenses for two companies. This is, I create consolidated report for P&L for two organizations. So it's a little bit different view. This is your operating expenses and income accounts, and this is just summary, right? So it's very easy. It's for you try first. It might take the first time like 1 hour, 2 hours, but then it will be there. And what it gives you, you can nicely share this this nice presentation layer to your customers, right? Most of them, they don't want to go in detail level and see what is itemization here, but for them, they move it, they have final numbers, right? You can format and modify the way how it looks. You might remove these numbers, but this is very easy way to construct BI solution. Very simple. The next step will be, I will be open up for questions, and I do have my assistants who might capture questions. So if not, I'm going to open this Q&A tab in Zoom and see what questions you guys have. Do you have crypto rates? No, but it's a nice question. We can check and figure it out if it's possible to do. It's a Zach question. Thank you, Zach. Alex, for the use custom rates for periods equal, how do you know it's a fixed or dynamic? You set up either if it's fixed, you have self-reference, right? And from self-reference, from Exchange tab, you know exactly, you refer to this, right? So if you set up dynamic, like used latest currency, so each and every call, what we do, we go and pick up latest for today currency rate. So it depends how you want to set up. You can keep it fixed and have reference here. You can build your logic to put dynamic data, right? Today you have 15109, for example. Tomorrow you want to update it and put something like this, right? You can do it dynamically by yourself, right? And our template will pick it up through self-reference. So this is another your dynamic way of setting up data. Zach, again, he has another question. Can you have columns to be the entities and pull one-time frame, merge, map, similar account names, and column for illuminations? It's a deep technical questions, but I have to bring it back to my tech team, and we can work and see if it's possible. All right, it's not on top of my head. Alex asked again another question. What's the difference between get exchange for and on date? Yeah, on date. So let's talk about balance sheet, right? Sometimes you want to have on that specific date currency exchange rate. This is your on date. So if you want to have for, it will be by periods or by your periods in P&L or periods with an exchange rate. So on date will be for specific date. Majority application on date will be balance sheet, but sometimes you want to run P&L in your specific date. Let's say if you choose March 10th, and you select 12 different periods, what our program will understand, you will pick up March 10, February 10, January 10, and so on. So basically, we will run your P&L on that specific date, and we will go back in periods for that. So I hope it makes sense, right? If you mark template to refresh automatically daily, you don't need to create a workflow, right? It's actually a whole concept. You use workflow to set up your schedule. So if you just go, as I understand the question was, if you choose just refresh option, so refresh option, it's manual refresh, which triggered by your action. So I can come here, refresh. This is not scheduled process, but each and every scheduled process needs to go through setting up automation and set up workflow. So, and again, I want to show you another small part here, which I don't want you to use. I will repeat it because it can be confused. We do have another want to show you on the template level. I want to show you what not to use it. So moment you see this deprecated, please don't use it. Don't use it. So each and every workflow, daily, monthly, weekly, whatever you dynamically set up, dynamically want us to refresh your data, should go through workflow. And this is your schedule. So again, be mindful what you set up, and if you do need or don't need it, so don't set up extra refresh. So let me see if I don't have another questions. All right, for now I don't have any other questions, guys. So if you think about something else which I missed or was not clear enough, so feel free to send us a mail and support@econ.services. You can absolutely free schedule Zoom call, and you know how to find us, right? You will go to our website. So econ.services. And this is our website, and you can find all under resources, all way how to contact us. So this is our emails, support, sales. You can definitely pull us on Zoom if you do have specific questions, right? And when you call on Zoom, it's nice if you specify your subject or topic, because sometimes it will be as easy questions as I will be able to help you, or if it's more deeper technical questions, then we can rearrange my technical team to come and help you out. All right, so let me see if nobody has any other questions. I would like to close the session, and you have a wonderful weekend. I hope in Michigan will be soon nice and sunny, and we will not experience any more winter storm. And I definitely apologize for chat, which is not working. And I don't want to be very envious when you guys from Florida and California telling me how nice weather you have currently now. All right. So thank you so much. And you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining our webinar. It will be recorded and distributed. Okay. Thank you. Bye.